Hello folks, and welcome back to more Mass Effect Andromeda. And when last we left off, we managed to set up our base. We've set up our outpost. We've done most of what we can do here. There's a few side jobs here, but I kind of want to see other places. And plus we've got plenty to do on the Tempest. So we're going to do that now. We did have an epic battle against a giant machine thing. That was very cool.
Jal says Evra is waiting for your call, Pathfinder.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
The discovery of Aya was just what we needed, Ryder. The Angaran scientists have been so generous in sharing their wisdom. It's been amazing.
Angaran expertise will be a tremendous help to the initiative.
We were certainly hurting for it. I'm thankful the Angara were willing to risk working with us.
I'm afraid not all of them are quite so friendly.
Some give trust easily. From others, you have to earn it. I'm confident we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll talk later.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
What's Kello got to say, or Callow?
Sam's been compiling our star charts. The other pilots on the Nexus will have plenty of new trails to follow.
You can drop the charts off the next time we're there.
Funny. A few months ago, that station was like a war zone. Flying was my only way to escape the chaos. Now it's become a haven, just as it was meant to be.
Everyone's really working to get the Nexus on its feet.
Regardless, the worst threat to the whole initiative is still that monstrosity.
You mean the Scourge?
I still see it crippling the Nexus in my memories. I had to train other pilots in hazardous flight techniques just to look for food and water. It's a cage that eats good ships and good people. Helios won't be home so long as it's a threat.
The Angara live with it, and so can we.
And if every one of our colonists was an ace pilot, I wouldn't be worried. If we could somehow neutralize it, or if our ships had defenses against it. Still, that's what we do, isn't it? Find a way where there is none. Just see the Nexus for proof of that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do this. Okay, we got some emails. Oh God. Okay, I could probably archive this one. Got a plan. Come by when you've got a minute. Got an idea I want to run by you. Might help everyone deal with the craziness around here, Costa. Okay, right. Let's start with Asari refugees. There's a report of Asari refugees on Eos. They made it. Might know about their arc too. Let's activate that. Next is Pathfinder. I'm getting reports about Turian sightings on Haval. Since it's an Angaran world, I was hoping you could check it out. Apex is noted for their diplomatic talents. This needs discretion. We'll acknowledge that. Heads up, first thing I did after Aya, figure out who to really talk to, because we all know the ones in charge, they're not on the ground. Jal had some pointers, and I got some names from smaller Angaran colonies. It'll be a while before they trust us, but it's all about exposure. Saw it all the time in crisis response, especially post-combat zones. Low Consul Varand. If you see any messages from her, it's just me reaching out. Costa. Liam has included a list of media-themed first contact. Genres including hard science fiction and Asari vid about first contact with the humanity, titled How They Must See Us. Curious Viold Rock. Pathfinder, this rock you found is certainly something, as far as I can tell. It's a remnant of a meteorite that passed through the Scourge before falling to Viold, infusing it with a similar charge. The presence of Helios native metallic elements within the rock may have allowed for such a transfer. I'm unsure why the Adhi reacted to it the way they did. I've stored it in a lead-lined box. It unnerves me. Chief Lucan. Balanced diet. Ryder, as part of overseeing the crew's physical and mental welfare, I thought I'd send along the following tips for a balanced diet. Given the large amount of exercise you partake in each day, it's important that your body receives the nutrients it needs. Carbohydrates, 5 to 11 servings a day. Fruits and vegetables, 4 to 5 servings a day. Proteins, 3 servings a day. And fats, 1 serving or less a day. Lexi. Communication from Jarl. I've heard privately from Evra, the leader of our resistance. He's very impressed that we were able to help the op squad on Viol, and I've made sure that he knows that you played a key role. Maybe he's already said these things to you, but if you know Evra, he probably hasn't. As for me, I've learned a lot about trust. Being on this team, letting myself be open to trusting you and the others, I've learned that trust is more of a feeling than a science, and it seems like it is a universal truth. Universal, get it? I'll try to be even more trustful in the future. This assignment might change my life. Good night, Jarl. I had it on mute. I wonder why. It's like, why can't I hear myself? Something's wrong here. God damn it. Let's try it again. Mail from Angaran Resistance HQ. So, apparently you had your hands on an ancient Angaran AI, and you destroyed it to save an Angaran life. It was a very tough decision that you had to make in the heat of the moment, and I applaud you. It's exactly what I would have done. That former slave had a family that thought he was dead. You've given them a great gift. To talk on Ire itself is very divided, or the talk on Ire itself is very divided. Although I suspect that no one may say so to your face, I find these kinds of debates invigorating. We're a complex, emotional people with many different views. I love it. So we're doing alright as far as he's concerned then. Good. Confidential Viol intel from Commander Duzil. Commander Duzil, if they don't scare you, then nobody will. Since your liberation of the Labour camp on Viol, some information has come to my attention. For years, the Ked ignored our work in the frozen city of Jarnik. Searching for details of our buried past didn't seem to threaten them. One day, we must have uncovered something that the Ked deemed extremely dangerous. They invaded the city, killing or enslaving our archaeological team, and locked it down. Intel from the Labour camp seems to confirm what have, to this point, only been crazy rumours. There may be an ancient pre-Scourge AI locked in ice in the depths of the city. This explains the prefect's swift and violent move. I've heard that the Ket shun tech like artificial intelligence, and they actually wouldn't want us to have it. Please keep this knowledge to yourself. Well, we already know about this. We've dealt with that. From PB. Thanks to the remnant storage box from the EOS vault, all I need is one particular piece of RemTech to complete my project. My scanner located what I need on Veold. If we have a chance, can we go find it? Acknowledge that one. I need to put that in the archive. Boom. That is all our emails done and dealt with. I bet people who work in an office environment would have loved to have had so few. Ark not dead yet. Find the Turian encampment. Right, not much I can do over this way, so let's go over this way. I'm sure we've got more people to speak to. Let's check in here. This is the escape pod. Where are you, PB? PB, where are you? Hiding away, I'm sure. Let's go into the main area over here.
You should have seen it. Perfect drift.
You know we've got a finite set of tires, right?
Also limbs and lives.
Well, what's the point of having them then?
Fair point. Buy and sell kiosk. We're doing some shopping. Da 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 da. I'm going to sell all salvage. I ain't got a lot of that to sell. What I really, really want is some... Oh, that freaking stuff that begins with M, and I can't remember the name of it. So forget about it. We're going to confirm trade. Yes, we are. Goodbye. I'm not going to be using shotguns, or I might change my mind at some point. I am thinking of potentially changing up my thing from engineer to sentinel at some point, but I have put some... I had like 2 or 3 level ups after fighting that massive thing. Yeah, had some... I put some points into offensive tech, which I've now maxed out. What's this? AVP status control. Let's go. Science pods, military pods. Military veterans from across the Milky Way have brought their expertise to Andromeda, including advanced combat training and wilderness survival skills. And we've got commerce pods. I believe I've already opened up a commerce pod. Yes, trade capacity. Grey market connections. Improve prices when buying and selling items. Might need that one. Earn credits from investments at regular intervals. Maybe. Let's have a look at the military. Receive a drop of consumable supplies at regular intervals. Pathfinder's crew is always well equipped. Receive organic materials at regular intervals. Receive tech materials at regular intervals. Reveal hidden caches around established forward stations. That might be quite nice. Apex Tactics, and 50% more credits for Apex missions. I don't intend to do that. And 20% chance to receive weapons or armor when an Apex mission is completed. I do not intend to do any of that. So, we have advanced training. We're nowhere near that just yet. I might have a look into some of those. What science pods do we have? We've got lab technicians. Earn research points at regular intervals. And receive a selection of minerals at regular intervals. You know, I might take this lab technician. Deploy cryo block. Let's go. I want that lab tech. Now, I do believe I have 3 cryopod points available. Improved development. Increased research data gained from all sources. We're going to take that one. Why not? We've got 2 cryopods left. Do we... we could potentially... Additional common mining nodes will be made available. Ooh, acquired 100 research Milky Way data. Good stuff. Let's get a couple of military ones. So, receive tech materials at regular intervals, or receive organic materials at regular intervals, or receive a drop of consumable supplies at regular intervals. A drop of consumable supplies. Now, I don't really use consumables. I really should do, but I don't. But I am going to deploy this to help find... gain 10% XP bonus for completing encounters. And we're going to take that one too, because levels is levels. And that is where we're going to leave that for now, because we have opened up all our cryopods. Good stuff. AVP sorted, done, dusted, finite, incentatum. Lexi, what do you got for me?
Yes?
Fuck all.
I'll let you get back to it.
So we're going to leave you alone. Hey, buddy, pal, chum. What's going on with you?
Pathfinder, hey, I was wondering, could you put your stamp on a project? It's for me and Jarl to work on. Call it diplomacy if you have to put it in a budget bucket. Greenlight that research and it's all good.
Okay, let's learn about you.
You barely covered how you joined. Tell me something about yourself.
Alright, I was a bad student, piss poor cop, great responder. Had a good life, but it'd all been done. I wasn't looking to start over. I wanted to start big.
Right, let's get career history.
You were a cop, then crisis response? Couldn't have been long in either.
Didn't have the patience for law, so I figured enforcement. Dad knew it didn't fit before I did. But it got me into hustle. They mostly take vets and retired service. Best years of my life.
You as a cop sounds cliche.
An impatient rookie, frustrated by procedure. That's overdone.
I know, right? I wanted new, and I got it. And that led me here.
Learn about your family.
Tell me about your family.
I miss the hell out of them. Some nights you just cry, right? That's the thing everyone does. Mom Joelle, Dad Calvin, both lawyers. Met on the Citadel, settled on Earth. No brothers or sisters. That might have been too much to leave. It was traditional. How about you?
Who defines traditional?
Traditional is a weird term for family, like normal. Who's that describe?
I suppose you're right. I sure didn't keep the tradition. I said goodbye to my mum and dad, and got on a ship to Andromeda.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
There was other options there. Build Liam's research project.
Just waiting on that armor requisition / project. No pressure.
My skill as a Pathfinder.
Just wondering what you think of how I'm doing at the job.
I'm committed to the initiative. You're Pathfinder. It's as simple as it gets.
What's on the squad?
What's your read on the people we're working with?
The squad and crew, they're all fine.
You must have opinions.
Your opinion's more important. What do you think of your people?
Our skills add up.
The math says we have all the right qualifications. I trust that.
That's probably what the Nexus is counting on. That our skills fit together to make it work. Up to us to figure it out. That's why this is our ship. So we own it. Want to make it work.
Goodbye.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
I haven't decided whether or not I want to go down a romance option path yet. Let's see what this research project is that Liam wants us to look into. Liam's armor requisition. Well, we got the points for it. Let's go. Wow, he is teleported away. Magnificent.
Prepping VidCon communications.
Yeah, I ain't ready for that shiz yet. Nobody's here. Why is nobody here? Okay, the only place to get to the ladder is down here, or over here, or use the ladder there. Go down the ladder with you, woman. Whee! Right, what have we got knocking around here then? Oh, this is my room. Ah, the pie jacks are there.
Be careful around the ship, okay?
He's a good boy, aren't you? Aren't you? You do know pie jacks pee anywhere, right?
Nice. A little robot. The Normandy and the Turian ship model that we found. The bathroom.
Your take on the Angara, old man?
Strong, honorable survivors. Been a while since I encountered a new friendly species. Last time was the humans.
Oh yeah, you lived through first contact with them, didn't you?
If I recall, my exact words were, "They're bold for being so squishy, do they know they're mostly water?"
Harsh. Don't let Ryder hear you. Terraforming, Atmo processors, gravity wells, life-destroying murder bubbles. We really had no idea what Helios was about, did we?
That's why it's an adventure.
If we knew what it was all about, it wouldn't be an adventure. It would just be moving, and everyone hates moving. Just the packing alone. Blah.
Point taken. I'm just saying. I really hope you have a plan, Ryder.
Plans are useless at this point.
Like you said, we had no idea what Helios was really like. What good's a plan?
Adapting to problems as they come up. I like that.
Good, since you're probably gonna have front row seats to me winging it.
Looking forward to the show.
Back channels.
You talked about your back channels. What did you mean?
We brought a lot from home. Some of it marked initiative, some of it in personal caches. Most things you want, someone's got. You just have to figure out who, and what they're willing to take in exchange.
Sounds predatory.
That just sounds like you're taking advantage of people.
Is it? I get people what they want, and they do want, or they wouldn't pay.
Okay, fair enough. How'd you join the initiative?
How did you hear of the Andromeda Initiative?
Short answer, Cash. She was looking for some experimental ship mods, and I knew how to track them down. I thought it was a one-time deal, but she came back. Once, twice. Eventually, I figured out something was going on, something big with creds behind it. I asked and she told me about the initiative. New galaxy, new home. Couldn't pass that up.
You saw the uprising?
You were on the Nexus when the revolt happened?
When you promise people golden worlds and all they get are wastelands and a death cloud, they riot. Some wanted to go home, some demanded answers, and a couple just wanted to stir shit up.
And you?
Some days I wondered if the exiles had a point. Maybe we were conned into coming here. But why would the initiative go to all this trouble just to screw us over? Thing about conning people, you always know something they don't. And that's why the con works. And if I'm going to pick a side, I'm picking the liars.
I'll let you go.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Drac, buddy, pal.
Ryder, you meet Spender yet? Colonial Affairs, the ass in assistant director. Got no idea why Addison keeps him around. Spender lied to the Krogan during the uprising, and he's headed out for cash ever since. He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
Yeah, we can certainly do that.
What's it like to have Kesh as a granddaughter?
Kesh is my Rushan, child of my blood. Raised her myself. Damn proud of her, too. She did good, even with me for a granddad.
She's honest. Definitely blunt.
She had to take after me in some ways, I guess.
Did Lexi brief you on Sam and squad connectivity yet?
Yeah. You want to hook that thing up to my comms, sure, but that's where it stops. Putting an AI in your head, giving it access to everything like that, it's begging for trouble.
Why do you say that?
I've seen what bots can do when they turn on their creators. Been in some of those fights. There's a reason that kind of research was outlawed.
Yeah, my peacekeeping career went up in smoke when news of what my dad was researching got out.
No shit. Ruined the Ryder name, I'll bet.
Almost.
Sam and I are a package deal.
Sam is part of what makes someone a Pathfinder. You're just going to have to deal with that.
So long as it's not in my head and it ain't messing with my body.
Drac.
I'd like to know more about you.
Fire away.
You know Vetra?
How did you and Vetra meet?
Huh, that's right. Your father brought you into the project pretty late, didn't he? Must have been a pretty steep learning curve since they thawed you out.
You could say that.
You make do with what you get. Anyway, I met Vetra back when we were building the Nexus. She swiped supplies I was trying to get for Kesh right under my nose. I tried to intimidate her into turning them over to me, and let me tell you, that Turian takes shit from no one.
I'm inclined to believe that.
I have no problems believing that.
Yeah, she told me off good. But here's the best part. She waited until I saw her again in Kesh's office, no less, to tell me she'd been working for Kesh all along. They're both still laughing at me over that.
Krogan Colony.
Tell me more about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. Got a decent setup going, self-sustainable, the works. Even some farming.
Farming? Krogan farm?
Food's food. Just because we can eat anything doesn't mean we gotta settle for scraps. I'm pretty fond of corkrow roots myself. Takes a while to chew through those.
Good God. Combat experience.
So, about all this combat experience you have, I'd love some details.
Ha! The list will be shorter if you ask me what experience I don't have. I've been doing this for a long time now. Centuries. Shit, well over 1,000 years. Don't even know how I'm still alive, to be honest.
Skill?
You need luck to be a merc. Skill, sure, but a whole lot of luck. And a really hard head.
I have more questions. War stories.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pyjack scratch its butt?
Combat advice.
Anything about the cat? Or combat in general?
Well, common cat are pretty straightforward. Hit them hard enough, they die like anything else.
Tell me more about fighting cat.
Wraiths are sneaky little shits, like to ghost up behind you when you least expect it. Just listen for them. They tend to give themselves away right before coming at you. Break through their head plates, then a headshot should do the trick.
Tell me more about fighting cat.
Destined are annoying, quick. Got some crazy mist that hides them from view, their friends too. Take a Destined down, and that mist goes away. Makes them a prime target, if you ask me. Perfect for grenade practice.
Oh!
Tell me more about fighting cat.
There's just something wrong about the cat. The absolute single-mindedness.
Tell me more about fighting cat.
So, Chosen, it's not good to let too many of them get close to you at once. If they hit your shields, take a step back. Let me handle them. Bet you anything they're not used to being rushed by a Krogan.
I bet they ain't.
Tell me more about fighting cat.
Fire and explosives are good against anything with heavy armor. Or anything, really. Generally, no one likes being set on fire.
Generally? There's a story behind this.
Ha, there sure is.
Getting set on fire.
You mentioned that people generally don't like being set on fire.
I was hoping you'd ask. So,
Damn right.
about 400 years ago, give or take a decade, me and my outfit were pinned down during a skirmish with another merc group. So I pull off my usual stunt, charge ahead and breach their barricade. Pop my flamethrower and get ready to let go. Only to see them all screaming and running away. Turns out, I crashed through a shipment of Turian brandy on my way in. Never even noticed I was on fire. But they sure did. Never seen a pack of mercs panic that badly before.
God damn. Christ.
Tell me more about fighting cat.
Ascendant, Keep your distance. Don't let them get you in those force fields. Pop that little orb, then shoot him in the head, just like anything else.
Tell me more about fighting cat.
Fiends, kid. Even I'm not gonna mess with those at close range. Keep your distance. Shoot them in the red fleshy bits, or I guess in the face if you can't flank them.
Ooh, I don't think I've seen those yet.
Tell me more about fighting cat.
Shoot stuff and don't die. Always works for me.
Tell me more about fighting cat.
Shoot stuff and don't die. Always works for me.
Alright.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pyjack scratch its butt?
We've done war stories. Nexus Uprising.
Why did the Krogan leave the Nexus?
The Nexus got us Krogan to stop the mutiny. In return, we were supposed to get a say in station business. Spender, Addison's assistant, lied about the deal, and Tan came down hard. Too hard. So we left. Kesh is alone on that station now.
You think someone might try to hurt Kesh?
More like she airlocks Spender. Or he tries to stab her in the back, and then she airlocks him. Can wouldn't listen to me when I told him Spender had a part in the mutiny. I had no proof.
So what's my part in this?
Things need to get sorted out and my clan needs to get back on station without Spender messing things up. Way I see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pie jack scratch its butt?
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Hey, one last thing.
Yeah?
Is everyone a kid to you?
Ha, when you get to be my age, yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna be nasty to him. Drax alright. Hell is this? Ah, the crew info board. Oh, we've got some new ones. Drive core noise. No need to panic about the drive core noise this morning. Just a stress test. There's nothing wrong with an 0500 wake up call. Gil comments. Profanity deleted by info board 6. You're welcome, Liam. Adjective verbing nouns. Gil, Liam. Liam, if the 6 learns to censor all language, I'm making you reprogram it. Cora. Educational in a way. Joel. Tavum. N. A pleasant intoxicant stirred into hot water or fruit juice. Say tavum. What's it made from? Is it sweet or more like beer? What happens if you mix it with booze? Does it get better or do they cancel each other out? We need to do some scientific tests, maybe with little umbrellas. Oh dear. Data pad. Oh, what's this? Oh, the facial reconstruction suite. I don't think I need this. God damn. And now I'm back up here. Are you kidding me?
Again. I'll lend you 30 if you pay me back by tomorrow.
Done.
Alright.
Thank you, Sumi.
Someday I'll find out why you're always strapped for credits.
Don't need to go that way. Right, that's the med bay. Now, was there somewhere to change my skills? Respec station. Okay. I might look into that in a bit. I want to see if I can talk to everybody else first.
Your ship's layout confuses me.
Bridges forward, engine rooms aft, med bay starboard. Smart stuff up front, powers in back.
That helps.
Liam, I signed off on that project.
That's great, Pathfinder. Jala Maldarov, we got our gear.
Costa? Ryder?
You two should sell tickets. Why the lack of clothes? Oh, you know what? Fuck it.
Is this show for my benefit? Because I'm benefiting.
Just convenience, swapping armor. You ready to go?
Go.
Right. The pattern on your pauldron?
Family honorific.
Can I wear the poncho?
It's a Rofshin. And no,
Why? Is it religious?
Wait, what?
it's personal. You're not allowed.
Because of status or species?
Maybe it's both.
Do all humans look alike?
Some of you sound alike.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Where is this going?
I thought this was about armor. Are you deliberately trying to offend Jal?
Of course he is.
That's the point. Asking stuff diplomats leave out. Armor for answers.
My turn was earlier. Nexus info packets leave a lot out. I am sorry. Was this not sanctioned?
You weaseling Adi.
Nevertheless. Ryder?
God damn. Oh, fuck it.
You better have a good reason for this.
I do. And we were clear. Jar was in from the start.
Did I say put the shirt on?
Oh, we were shit talking. Except we couldn't. We didn't know enough about each other to dig in. If we don't know what's insulting or awful, we might accidentally trip on it. Makes talking dangerous. So now we know. And maybe that's enough for a couple of hotheads not to make a mess out there. Unless we want to. Good enough reason?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay, I kind of get the intent. No harm, no foul.
If Jar was offended, I'd be on the floor. I'll take that kind of honest any day. We have a lot to learn. That's part of what our team is for. Better now than when people's lives are on the line.
Fair enough. Okay.
Tev Uni. A home on Vold. Sort of. Still feels good though.
Okay.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
We've got the sofa now. How do I kick off a bid viewing? That might require some... thought. Right. Anything here? No. And what have we got up on the lift? Game? Give me the fucking prompt. Why not just have the middle thing as the panel? No, wait, yeah, because if the lift comes down, it'd squash you. Right, got it.
Yes?
I want to learn more about your species.
What would you like to know?
How long have you had electromagnetic capabilities? How did they evolve?
No idea. Biology doesn't interest me, but I'm sure you can easily read up on it.
That's disappointing. No biology at all?
How do your eyeballs work?
An internal lens focuses an image onto the retina where it becomes electrical impulses that are deciphered by the brain.
You took my sarcasm as an invitation to show off. Pitiful.
The Angara seem so open and free with their feelings.
Are we? We're certainly not ashamed of our feelings. We're taught that feelings and beliefs should live on the outside, where they can be dealt with, honestly and openly.
Don't people get hurt?
Of course. Then everyone deals with it. That's the point.
How many colonies do you have? On what planets?
Since the Scourge, we've managed to survive on a small number of planets. What we know from before the Scourge is mostly oral history. We did have spaceflight, and the stories tell of 5 original colonies.
Interesting. That's the most shy.
You studied with Moshe Sefa. Is she a teacher or a religious figure?
She's many things. She's a clear thinker with deep knowledge and insight. She teaches and inspires. She's beloved. I love her.
Really? So one of those professor-student things?
No, not that way. Moshe Sefa is 115 of your years old.
God damn.
Is there a central Angaran religion?
There are many variations. An almanac could give you an accurate number. But if you are a believer, the essential tenet is, after we die, we are reincarnated. We evolve to make our families strong. Born from what was before. Blessed to be better than before.
Are you a believer?
No. Yes. Sometimes. I don't know if it's the same for humans. Sahuna, my true mother, is a firm believer.
Well, enough about that. What's your story, Joel? Tell me about yourself.
Why?
Well, why wouldn't you? You hiding something?
Maybe. That would only make sense.
Okay, I'll start.
I was born on Earth, third planet of the Sol system in the Milky Way.
I was born on Haval, our most ancient homeworld. We believe so, anyway.
Moved to Aya first chance you got?
I lived there because of the Vassal. It's a privilege to work on Aya, so we have a lottery to share it.
Aya reminds me of Earth, a little. I'll show you vid sometime. Can you tell me more about the Ket occupation?
It's a difficult subject. I'll answer what I can. I may get emotional.
What's living under the Ket been like for you?
Do you really want to hear about these things? They're painful.
I asked, didn't I?
It's like living on unstable ground. Every day brings more horrible news. I part company with someone not knowing if I'll ever see them again. When I was a boy, my father vanished from my life. One horrible day.
Was he in the Resistance?
No. He was a technician at a mine. He went to work and didn't come home. That happens for an Angara child somewhere, every single day.
When the Ket came, why didn't you fight?
They didn't give us a reason to. Until they did. Then it was too late. Perhaps you think we were weak. But the Ket are ruthless. They are masters at knowing exactly when and how to strike.
I get that, believe me. Have the Ket always been here?
No. Some, like the Moshai, are old enough to remember the time before the Ket. But I don't. Nor do my mothers.
And the Archon came with them?
We think so. Resistance intel on that is unclear, and few have seen him in person.
And lived to tell?
And lived to tell.
Well, enough about that.
I think we've got
I'll
as
see you
much
later,
out of
Joel.
you.
Stay strong and clear.
As much out of you as we can, Joel. Always a pleasure. Right. Oh, I'm back out here.
Oh yeah, trading swear words.
Really? That.
Ah,
Completely
PB.
different tech base, and you start there. You want to talk shop? Talk shop. I want to know.
You again. Want to hear more about my childhood log cabin?
Your current project.
You really won't tell me what you're working on?
That's right. Next question.
What was it like for you on the Nexus?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be woken up yet. A resourceful accomplice finagled my early thaw. So I kind of lived off the grid. Snuck around, bullshitted my way onto excursions off station. After I found my first remnant ruin, I started, borrowing shuttles. After that, I didn't spend much time on the Nexus. I even missed most of the revolt.
You mentioned you came to Andromeda with someone.
Nothing gets by you. Guess that's why you're the Pathfinder. Just a friend. The one who woke me up early. But now she's not even that. It's better to venture into the unknown without restraints or entanglements, don't you think?
I get that.
A certain independence might be helpful, yeah.
Exactly. I don't want anything holding me back.
So, how do you like the team?
Interesting bunch. I get a good feeling from Vetra. Not your typical military-minded Turian. Liam seems a lively one. I expect he'll surprise me. Drac is, well, old. Wonder if he can still learn new tricks. And Jal. That book hasn't even been written yet, has it? Exciting.
What about...
Gil smacks of complication. Might take some unraveling. Callow and Suvi seem busy. I hope they aren't all work, work, work. Who's left?
Well, there's...
Oh, right, Cora. What's her deal? Is she as prim and proper as she comes across?
Cora's a professional.
She's exactly what she should be. Capable, reliable. She's a valuable part of my team.
Sure, sure. That comes across too.
There's also Lexi, our doctor. She's an Asari.
Oh, I'll get around to her. All in all, seems like a decent bunch.
The Remnant.
What drew you to the Remnant?
Are you kidding? It's evidence of a sophisticated species no one knows anything about. It doesn't get more intriguing than that. There's so much to discover. I want to be the first to figure them out. And the tech, it's on a different scale. If we can appropriate it, who knows what advances we'll make.
I'll leave it to it.
You're off the hook, PB. Good luck with your project.
Thanks. Don't be a stranger.
Blimey, there's still a couple of people we needed to talk to.
There you are. Gotcha.
Do I need to get Lexi to do a psych review?
Maybe. People have been telling me I'm crazy my whole life. Just dealing with some scourge issues. That Archon fella tried to warn you not to joyride into it, but you were just la la la. It was an act first, think later move. I respect it. Well, more like I resemble it. Hey, you play poker?
Come again?
Poker. Card game with bluffing, betting. It's an age-old measuring stick of a person's character, fortitude, guts. Used to think maybe it was my calling. Turns out I'm just good at it. Never lost heads up. We should play sometime.
You might regret it.
Willing to put your streak on the line?
Huh. I'll risk it. Next time we port up and you're in the mood, I'm always in the mood. Long time no chat. What's up?
Yeah, let's get something on the Tempest.
Are you sure we can keep the Scourge damage under control?
Never seen anything like the Scourge. What it does to our tech. It's keeping me on my toes, but that's when I do my best work. In a way, I guess I'm grateful.
Well, you're welcome.
Don't do me any favors. Don't worry, Ryder. You're in good hands.
What's your social circle like?
I'm good for a laugh, so I know lots of people, but I don't let too many in. My one true friend is stationed on the Nexus. She's the only piece of the Milky Way I brought with me. The more you and I get to know each other, the more you'll probably hear about her.
How tough was it on the Nexus all those months?
Have you ever eaten overcooked space cow tongue?
No.
Can't say I have.
Well, let me tell you, it's tough. Wondering if you're gonna die from a critical malfunction, or maybe starvation, imagining which would be worse. But hey, you could always take a break from the fear and boredom to dwell on being a part of the biggest failure in galactic history. Maybe even participate in a revolt.
What was your take on that?
I didn't place any bets, if that's what you're asking. Truth is, I don't think anyone made out particularly well. Whatever side you're on, you die a little when your brother, your teammate, becomes an enemy. We traveled all this way, all hope and wonder, and we end up fighting with each other over scraps. It's sad.
Yeah, that's, couldn't have said that better, I think.
Seems like we have a good group here.
Well, Veteran Suvi are my girls. Get along well, lots of mutual respect. PB's a real spark plug. I like her, but she's exhausting. And Drac's my kind of guy. Brash, takes no shit. As far as your Hyperion peeps go, the Doc's kind of nosy. Liam's good for a laugh or two. Cora, she's a bit by the book for me.
I'd hate to see her off the book.
Need somebody to keep the zoo in check.
Zoo? You calling me an animal rider? Ooh, can I be a mongoose? They're like cool cobra killers. No, wait, how about a crow? Smart, irreverent, obnoxious. That's it.
I'll take your word for it. What about Kello?
He's a pilot.
Which means
He flies the ship.
we're leaving it at that then?
Does a Pathfinder know what to do with a dead end?
God.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
So apparently, I need to journal. Allies and relationships. Find Spender on the Nexus. I recovered that. What the shit? I thought I did that.
Not really a holiday destination.
Oh, okay.
Tracking a remnant architect.
The one we fought ended up in orbit? Amazing.
Okay. Exit. So now I should be able to talk to... But what? What am I missing?
Old orbit is steady.
It doesn't seem right.
Approaching the LZ.
Right, well, this part's gone on for quite a while. I was hoping to get all the Tempest stuff done, but it seems I need to go over here to recover that REM tech. I will get off this planet in the next episode, though. God damn it. Anyway, folks, until then, it's been a bit of a Tempest episode. We've chatted with the squad and what have you. And, yeah. When we return, we'll finish up PB's quest, and then back on the Tempest to finish that up, and probably heading off to the Nexus to do a few bits. Anyway, until then, folks, thanks very much for watching. Take it easy, and I'll catch you all again when I catch you next. Bye-bye.